You think if you saw him sing and do his thing, it disappeared. I didn't give a fuck what he was.
No, of course.
But you're lucky, man. You're living this fucking life that most people dream of. You're not doing drugs. You're not drinking. You're not, hurting nobody. And you're way ahead of the curve, my friend.
I'm trying to stay there, and the kind words really mean a lot. I mean, I couldn't appreciate it more.
Well, no. I wanted to really know your review on the last couple shows you've gone to see, and I could tell by everything Sabbath really blew you away.
Absolutely, it was like the second that curtain dropped, they opened up with the first song, Black Sabbath, and it was just. Ozzy was just seeing those guys. I mean, these guys don't have to be there doing this. This is why it matters so much to me, is that these guys have known each other since they were like, my age, back in the 60s. And they're up here jumping up and down in their 60s. He should be at home in the jacuzzi with Sharon right now. He doesn't have to be here. And I'm so lucky to be able to have my generation and the people that are my age that still enjoy this music get to experience it still. It's unbelievable.
How did, I hear the music is fucking phenomenal. I hear they
Incredible.
sound. What I've seen on YouTube, what I've watched, the shows from Chicago, people have been posting shows, and just what I've seen on YouTube is fucking mind-boggling.
It's incredible.
The sound is just to the T. And right now, I got to be honest with you, I'm on the fence right now because I always feel like I'm too old to be at one of those shows. But at the same time, I'm not fucking dead yet. And
No.
I'm the type of guy that I've been looking online. I'll pay for those fucking tickets.
Well, you don't have to stand in the mosh pit and like go crazy, but you can go and enjoy yourself.
Man, listen.
Exactly.
You someday Cassius Moore is going to be 50, and he's going to think of this story. And I don't know. Cassius is a nice kid. He's up every day. He's posting, he's doing podcasts, he's interviewing people. He loves Kiss, and he goes after him like a fucking savage. I read that you're at the hotel and you heard Ozzy at the hotel. I mean, you don't
That
stop.
was crazy.
That's relentless. You're like the fucking kid from that movie. You're like that kid living that fucking dream. 1 minute he's in San Diego interviewing the school newspaper, and the next minute he's on the road with fucking Led Zeppelin and shit. Whatever the fucking guy's name is. Almost famous. But at the same time, you're seeing these, when I was your age, I saw Sabbath for the first time.
Man, in their prime, too.
No, they were done.
Oh, really?
They were done.
Technical Ecstasy Tour or something?
No, Never Say Die.
Yeah, it started to go downhill.
I had been hearing about this band. I had probably 2 of their albums. I had Paranoid. I had Sabotage. And I had bought Master Reality, but I can't lie to you, it was still a little too dark for Uncle Joey.
Didn't want to go into the void just yet.
I didn't want to go into the void just yet. And there must have been, I went over with like 3 kids from high school, but when I got over to the Garden, I must have counted 40 kids from my high school.
Yeah.
And it was, I seen these, and everybody was fucked up. We were all on mescaline, and we had met at 5 o'clock and smoked 40 joints, and
24 Budweisers.
Yeah. Oh my, nah. In those days it was nips. I wasn't a big drinker. I would get dizzy and pass out, so I had to calm my beers. I'd buy an 8-pack but drink 4, 3.5, and dump the other ones and shit. But I just remember going to watch the first band. It was Van Halen.
Man.
And in those days, you didn't go to watch the motherfucking opening band. You just didn't.
Most people still don't.
But now, people were like Van Halen, and we went, and it was this fucking crazy guy, this other guy jumping up and down, but they got you. And then Black Sabbath came on, and I can't tell you how over. At that time, my mom was still alive. I was still doing my game. I was having a good time. They were just, the sound was horrific. Ozzy was off key. He was fat as fuck.
He had the big beard at that point, right?
He was fat as fuck. I don't remember if he had a beard. He was fat as fuck. He was sloppy. He was drunk. Iommi was angered about something, but the high of the night was, and I kind of remembered, and then somebody reminded me seeing Bill Ward snorting off the drums.
Oh man.
Like, I had never saw that, and I was on. Like, after that, years later, somebody, I think Timmy mentioned it to me. He goes, remember Bill Ward snorting off? And I still remember where I was. I was on the side. But by the fourth song, you would hear him, like, guitar things going wrong, like, and all that shit.
Really?
And you could just tell. It was just, Ozzy wasn't happy. I think they sang Junior's Eyes, and he didn't like it. He goes, this is a fucking jazz song or some shit. You know, it was just...
What did that do to you as a fan? Like, them sucking so bad?
It wasn't that they sucked so bad. Like, I thought... I'll tell you who sucked real bad when I saw him the first time, Aerosmith. Like, I expected something out of this world, and 3 junkies came out with 2 other guys. And they just were going through... It was like a high school band. Like, like you just heard different things. The highlight was when Joe Perry broke the guitar and people went crazy. That was it. Like, and I went to see Ted was great. That was my first concert, Ted. I went to see the Stones at your age from the Some Girls tour. They were unbelievable. Foreign opened for them. They were unbelievable. I had gone to see the New Barbarians, which were the Stones without Mick Jagger. They were phenomenal. Great experience all around. And all of a sudden, I go see Black Sabbath, who I had heard so much about. Like I said, I had 3 of their albums. I really didn't know the whole catalog, and they were mediocre.
Right.
But it didn't matter. I went home and bought Never Say Die, and I bought Technical Ecstasy, and I bought Sabbath, Bloody Sabbath, and now, and they took me out of a dark place. Like, when I think of Black Sabbath, like, when I play Sabbath, Bloody Sabbath on a Monday morning, that means I'm going to war, bitch, this week. Like, that's just, that's it. Like, there's no
big
looking
dick and
back.
a smile.
Yeah, it's a big dick and a smile, Jack. When I put Sabbath, Bloody Sabbath on a Monday morning, that means you better be on your best behavior. You better get the knife ready, because that's what that means. You're going to war.
And you're not sick of any of these songs by now?
None of these
songs?
Did you see my excitement tonight when I was listening to Children of the Grave and Fairies Wear Boots? It was just as exciting for me. So when I see Cassius saying that he was at a fucking hotel and he heard fucking Ozzy's voice, Jesus Christ, what do you think I fucking feel like? I feel like an asshole.
I felt like an asshole because it turned out he was sick that day and he actually canceled the show, so I didn't want to bother him, but it was crazy though.
Did they redo the show there?
They did. A month later they came back. I drove 3 hours to Calgary to see the one show, saw the other show here. Both were worth it. And you mentioned Children of the Grave. I will tell you, that's the best song. That's the song to see if you're going to see them. Don't miss that one because they got fireworks. Ozzy's jumping up and down. It's insane.
Ozzy's jumping up and down.
He gets on his hands and knees. He's bowing to the audience. The guy's like 70.
You know, it does something, doesn't it? It really does.
It does.
I thought I'm not gonna go see that old man fest. And I'm like, wait a second. They carried me through the darkest times of my fucking life. How am I gonna go pay my fucking respects? You know how many hits of acid I did to Black Sabbath Sabotage to bring me back? We're going in like fucking Marines, you understand me?
Welcome to church, motherfucker.